Tonight, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Cam Newton and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finding some room at midfield. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Now it's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Eckler. He lost the football.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
28-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
a shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19.
But it brings up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
A 36-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun, because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 11 carries, 57 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, he'll let this go. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Las Vegas.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
20.
They fake the give. Newton rolling to his right. Floating one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's continuing to be a big presence offense defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Los Angeles.
Play action. It's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now a start here, 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and 2. Newton. Hard throw. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but it'll be second down. Throwing again. Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Will get that complete to Reed. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed, 83 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. Side by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the
shotgun snap for Newton. It is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive with 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
O'Donnell is set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man is Higgins.
Herbert.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Curtis Samuel, 71 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's good to make it 17-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton is complete. Left side to Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by a Cal Witherspoon.
Chargers.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback. Back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
4-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
Herbert's pass.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Herbert's pass.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
it's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Off play action. Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
Here we go on 4th.
Herbert lines up and lets it go for...
And this is caught.
And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. At one time we once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a score closer.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. 25-yard line. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to run back.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you and Charles in a minute. But first, what's going on around the NFL? We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Sam Darnold leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. 20-14, the final score. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
This will make it into the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They fake the give. Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is taken in at the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out. As their drive will begin at the 25. Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
1st down, Los Angeles.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Harvick's throw going to be caught by Henry.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Herbert. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air again, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
29 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
To throw again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Newton. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
O'Donnell set to kick.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They're on 25 yards.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they get him down, but not
before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
And this is incomplete.
Herbert's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's third.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Again, Herbert.
Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
16 yards.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Reed, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and
the Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Newton on 1st down. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry runs 75 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
At the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 35.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Chargers.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down, as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cleveland Farrell gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raiders offense ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. eventually no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen there to make the grab. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Newton 6-yard line.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Newton. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Play action. It's Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders get a score closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Brings up third down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This complete to Henry over the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So Cam Newton and his offense down by 10, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. On first down, Newton.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 76 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
49. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. Get this one across the 35.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Chargers.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert now to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Sly on for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
49.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chargers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.